specific conspiracy theories, but I left it open, so comments, so people could say whatever they wanted. It was not a poll, and I'm gonna say like 95% of people said another conspiracy theory. So I decided to pick my favorite right now. So that's what you guys are seeing today. And I feel it's very relevant with kind of everything going on in the world right now. So that's what we're going to be chatting about today. So thank you all so much for all 17,000 of you. If you're sitting there just viewing as a, little passerby or someone just creep in the corner, join the family. Please hit that big red subscribe button. I put out new videos every Wednesday. And if you want to be more involved in what I'm posting each week, follow me on Instagram at angelica.joy. Now, thank you all so much again for today's request, for all of your support and everything else. And let's get into today's video. Get yourselves nice and comfortable. Grab yourself a beverage of some sorts. I'm going a little old school here, except I don't have wine and we're not doing crime. But I'm going on the little drink train because I'm going to site tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to that. So I might as well have one little last drink while I'm in freedom, Grab whatever it is you'd like to drink with me. Wine, coffee, tea, vodka. And let's have a nice old-fashioned pour for you. That is still my favorite. Alright, everyone. Cheers. Delicious. I'm having I think it's peach based off of the flavor. Yeah, peach vodka soda. I'm still wanting some sort of liquor company to hit me up, because let me tell you, all of that free advertising that people could have if you just give me liquor. Anyway, alright you guys, so today we're talking about a really cool conspiracy theory in my mind. Project Bluebeam. And I'm just giving you a disclaimer now. I have a bunch of things to ramble about after the video, so once we're done, I'm just gonna keep talking. But Project Bluebeam is the conspiracy we're gonna be talking about today. So I did that so sassy. So Project Bluebeam, I will discuss kind of in my words, and then I have two articles here that we will be talking about kind of more in depth for everything. So in my words, I would say Project Bluebeam is entirely about government control, ultimate control, using fear tactics and advanced holographic systems to kind of force us fearfully into whatever it is, whatever agenda it is that they're pushing by, terrifying the masses. So things I've seen online, again, this is the just like off the cuff version, but is like, over time they've kind of been, scaring the public into many things. And right now the hot tickets and what a lot of this conspiracy theory circles around is aliens and UFOs. So before, it was something we never talked about. Everyone was crazy if they brought up that they thought aliens were real. Now they're admitting it publicly in the media. That seems suspicious. It's funny when the government says it's not a thing, you're like, you're a liar. But then if they say it's a thing, I'm like, why do you want me to believe that? So, that's how my brain works, apparently, or at least conspiracy technologically simulated second coming. See, they said it way better than I did. The allegations were presented in 1994 by Quebecois journalist and conspiracy theorist Serge Monast, and later published in his book Project Bluebeam, NASA. Proponents of the theory alleged that Monast and another unnamed journalist, whom both died of heart attacks in 1996, were in fact assassinated, and that the Canadian government kidnapped Monast's daughter in an effort to dissuade him from investigating Project Bluebeam. So the project was apparently supposed to be implemented in 1983, but that did not happen. It was then set for implementation in 95 and 96, and then later 2000, but anyways, it kept getting pushed. I don't know. So we can talk about now the structure of the project. So it has all the hallmarks of a good conspiracy theory. It attends to, this is all on Rational Wiki, by the way, because I live in Canada and information's hard to find now. I'm already starting to notice it. Are you guys really annoying? But anyway, conspiracy theory stuff already hard to find anyway, so Rational Wiki it is. So it attempts to shoehorn events that have happened and are happening into its predictive framework, particularly with its reference to films being used to prepare people psychologically for the conspiracy's dramatic conclusion. It shows a lack of comprehension of the practical psychology of those who are not paranoid. It plays on fears of advanced technology that most people are afraid of. The theory cobbles together past conspiracy tropes, starting from paranoia and progressively to technologically implausible plans with motivations that kind of don't really make any sense. So the theory is very popular on the internet. I've seen it all over TikTok, all over YouTube, explaining it, but the actual resources for it, like, again, I couldn't find anything for it, right? Monast lectured on the theory in the mid-1990s. A transcript of one such lecture is widely available. Before writing and publishing his book, which has not been reissued by his current publisher, and is all but unattainable. However, a 3-page summary of the theory, apparently penned by Monast himself, appeared in his French language periodic RINF at the end of '94. The current available pages and videos all appear to trace back to 4 documents specifically, one being a transcript of the 94th lecture from French to English, another a GeoCities page written by David Oppenheimer, and which appears to draw on the original book, a page on educateyourself.org compiled in 2005, which appears to include a translation of the book to French, and Monast's page in French Wikipedia. The French Wikipedia article is largely sourced from 2 books on conspiracies and extremisms by Pierre is a part of Project Bluebeam. It really can be. It just can be. It's becoming kind of like a unified. Everything can be conspiracy, which is quite funny. So, the theory itself, without a universal belief in New Age religion, the success of the New World Order will be impossible. The alleged purpose of this is to bring about the new global age religion that is seen as the core requirement for the New World Order's dictatorship to be realized and to really flourish as they want to, right? There's nothing new in thinking of religion as a form of control. That's very normal, right? But the existence of multiple religions, spin-off religions, competing sects, and atheists suggest that controlling the population entirely through a single religion is not particularly easy. Past attempts have required mechanisms of totalitarianism such as the Inquisition. Monast's theory, however, suggests using sufficiently advanced technology to trick people into believing or fear, right? Of course, the plan would assume that people could never fathom the trick of it all, something contested by anyone sane enough not to swallow this particularly theory. The primary complaint perpetrator of Project Bluebeam is NASA, presented as a large and mostly faceless organization that can rarely absorb such odd accusations, and aided by the United Nations. So step 1. Dog ASMR. You're just getting it, guys. Her running around. So step 1 requires the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge. This apparently will come from faking earthquakes at precise locations around the planet. Fake new discoveries at these locations will finally explain to people the error of all fundamental religious doctrines, specifically Christian and Muslim. This makes sense to some degree. If you want to thoroughly usurp a current way of thinking, you need to completely discredit and destroy it before putting it forward. However, religious belief is notoriously resilient to things like facts. The Shroud of Turin is a famous example that is still believed by many to be a genuine shroud of Jesus, as opposed to the medieval forgery that it has been conclusively shown to be. Prayer studies, too, show how difficult it is to shift religious conviction with mere observational fact. People have faith, you know. Indeed, many theologians avoid making falsified claims or place belief somewhere specifically beyond observation to aid this. So, what finds could possibly fundamentally destroy these religions almost overnight and all over the globe? Nothing yet. This is only step 1 of the craziness that is Project Bluebeam. But over the years, there has been a huge disconnect of religion. I mean, I think it's been said in the, not news, but like I think that there's been multiple is so infeasible. Citing actual existing communication technology is odd if the point is for the end product to appear magical rather than cheap. Okay, this is interesting. This is obviously just someone's comment here, but I don't know, AI, there's a lot of things out there now, like movies, so many things that make everything look real. Like, did you see what they're doing now to extras in the film industry and stuff? They scan their face and they can use them forever in film. It's crazy. So like, if you're saying in this the technology isn't advanced enough, I disagree. I think it is, but I think what they're trying to say is like, people aren't stupid enough for this to work, right? I hope so. Step 3 is telepathic electronic two-way communication. It involves making people think that their God is speaking to them through telepathy. So sorry. Protected into the head of each person individually using extreme low frequency radios. The book goes to some lengths to describe how this would be feasible, including a claim that Elf thought projection caused the depressive illness of Michael Dukakis's wife, Kitty. Okay, let's deep dive into that a little bit. So, telepathic communication. Well, I mean, MK Ultra, there were sections of that where they were trying to see if that was possible. If they succeeded, maybe they did. In certain ways, they could, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe make you hallucinate a little bit so you think that you're actually hearing things in your head, but it's actually audible and out loud. Who knows? You never know what it is that they achieved from all the weird experiments that they did. They always say they didn't find out much, but we don't know that. Maybe they did, right? Right. Step 4 has 3 parts. So 1, make humanity think an alien invasion is about to occur in every major city. We're kind of there. 2, make the Christians think the rapture is about to happen. We're kind of there. Like, a lot of my friends are Christian and have Instagram always post that thing that's like when their aliens are revealed, but I know it's just the rapture. So I'm just gonna say right now, if that's what you're thinking, then maybe you're playing into their plan. If you believe this, of course, I'm just saying. But maybe if you believe it and you're like, yeah, it's just the rapture, maybe you're falling right into their plan, and they really would love it if you didn't believe them, so that when aliens came down and you saw a second coming, you did believe it, and then fell into whatever they asked you to do. Right? I mean, people are following suit pretty well. Step 3. And this is why when you guys said, oh, we'd love another conspiracy theory, I was like, I'm picking this one. Because I'm like, it might all be fake and blah. That's the kind of the beauty conspiracy theories, right? Like, I look back and think during COVID, all the things I'd heard, and it would be like, this is happening in August, and none of it happened. But it's nice to know. I don't know. It's, for me, it's like trash TV. I don't watch The Bachelorette. I listen to conspiracy theories. Because whatever, you know. Anyway, this will be a fun one when it doesn't happen, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe I made a video about that. But just think it, because what if, guys? What if all of the crazy conspiracy theories are them just trying to make us scared so that we're more susceptible when we get fear blasted by something like this, so that we're just so crippled with fear and all the things we've had to deal with over the years that we're just so accepting of something universe has apparently already been perfected that will lift enormous numbers of people, as in a rapture, and UFO abductions are tests of this. Okay, we're gonna just think about this for a second. Also, I hate when I input my opinion and you guys are like, oh, you're crazy. First of all, what I like about my channel is that I basically act like it's a little sleepover with my friends and we're just give and taking our ideas here. So like, let me have a silly idea and don't fact check me all the time, okay guys? Like, stop. Anyway, but what I like about this one is the idea that maybe UFOs are all fake and they're just simply trying to make people feel crazy and stuff by lifting them up, because that would be a terrifying experience to have, to see something in the sky, be lifted up, have no memory, and return somewhere else and think it was otherworldly, but it's your government. Just, it's not funny, but it is. But just messing with you, being like, okay, and then in 30 years, like, we did all this groundwork. Cool. Like, what? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I forgot how fun drinking is when I'm filming these. Okay, so, that would be crazy. Okay, so, Project Bluebeam. Proponents believe psychological preparations have already been made. Like I just said, 30 years ago. More than that, actually. Monash claimed that 2001, A Space Odyssey, Star Wars, and Star Trek all involve an invasion from space with all nations coming together. The first two don't, and the third is a peaceful contact. But the Jurassic Park propagandizes a in slave labor camps. 5. Uncertain prisoners in the International Re-Education Center, thence to repent on television and learn to glorify the New World Order. Weird. Okay. 6. International Execution Center, and 7. An as yet unknown 7th classification. Okay, so that is a Monast's New World Order. Yeah, what happens after? Right? Very interesting. I'm gonna talk about a few things that we talked about here. So one being a lot of psychological prep to kind of get you there into the acceptance phase of this so that it doesn't shock you too much, but also so that you're so afraid when this drastic event happens that you're desperate for help and begging for it too. UFOs are being found everywhere. I mean, in Canada, we had one that was like shot down successfully, but then nothing was found. Odd. They're found all over the States. Biological evidence is now everywhere. 2. Christians are saying that it's not real and it's all whatever phooey. So then if they did send down these holographics showing an alien space race to kill us all and maybe explode some buildings, I don't know, show, flare, and then had these crazy beings come down and be like, hey, why wouldn't we then follow and all come together, but in a different way, a new world way? I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. This stuff actually terrifies me because I can just see parts of it, you know? But yeah, a lot of this stuff, there hasn't been a lot of things that you can prove authenticity-wise. But UFO sightings aren't new. And when you look into Project Bluebeam and you think of all these things, like I said earlier, you really could pair every conspiracy to it, right? Anything from the MK Ultra experiments, Project Artichoke, all of that, which is very heavily based around like certain cover-ups too. Like, I'm sure you could put Roswell in here too, like so many different things. And like the breakdown of religion, like, I mean, I've seen articles over the past couple of years being like, God is dead, people don't worship anymore, and like there's a huge disconnect and all of these things. So like, if you're not interested in the religious aspect of this portion, maybe you're just terrified of aliens killing you and you want your government to help you. And you know, we recently had years of us where the government was doing everything they could to protect us from being sick, I don't know, whatever, you know, and like they have all the answers. Like, you know, I don't know, it's kind of like, are we being groomed for something? I don't know. Is this also, like, is this entirely the Great Reset? It combines with everything, right? Housing prices are insane now. Like I think we are being forced into a recession. Like, maybe it's all connected. We all get so desperate, right? We're in the introductory of UFO phases now, and kind of getting used to that and hoping that it's all good and okay, right? It's okay, right? But then we're poor and people can't eat, and like, you know, you're living paycheck to paycheck. I saw an article that said US citizens would prefer to make around $200,000 a year to feel comfortable and safe because of the way that, you know, the state of living and cost of everything is now. Like, what? Rental markets in Canada, crazy. Like, I don't know. I just, like, again, it's like the sleepover aspect of I'm just saying random stuff. And you can connect a lot of things if you really think about it. Because it's like, are we all just being primed to, like, much for all of my subscribers and all my supporters. Everyone's so nice to me, so sweet. I love ASMR community, like, and all the people a part of it, because it's not a very, it's overwhelmingly positive, eh? Like, we have everyone in it is just there to ease their anxiety, listen to something good, and zone out, you know, and I like that a lot. It's so much better than a lot of other communities, so if you're a part of our little subscriber community, I just adore you all, so again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, put that little bell icon, whatever. I've had a lot of people lately message and leave comments being like, yay, you're back. I've been back for months though, so you may have missed a lot of content. Scroll back. And also too, I feel really bad when people leave comments saying, oh, do this video, do that, and I've already done them. Like, I don't think, because it's true crime, I know, but because it's true crime, YouTube doesn't like it that much, so they won't necessarily like alert you guys of some of those videos. So take a look. There's actually a lot I have. I've been debating on filming some of my very original videos again, because I mean, I was so new and I didn't have, I think my first like 3 videos I was using this. I was like, welcome to my channel. And I was in my kitchen, like, it's cute, but you know, I might remake those at some point, no time soon. But anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I know I'm posting 2 conspiracies in a row. If you hate it, go to Instagram so that you can be there to represent something else. Angelica.joy, guys. And maybe